Okay, hello all, welcome back. Finally, we are going to learn React Router. Okay, what is React Router and why we need to learn that? Okay, let's take some examples, uh, and so that definitely will understand what is the need of React Router. Okay, just go to Amazon. Actually, just go to Amazon. So this is the e-commerce application, and it's a single page application. So if you see, whenever you load initially it will is loading a header and some details, and in the bottom you will see the footer. Okay, at the same time, suppose if you want to see the card details, if you just click on this, if you see, header is there, and navigation bar is also there, and only the content in between has changed, and you can see the same footer. And that means we should navigate from one page to other page like the same feeling. So if you build an application with the multiple HTML pages, it's easy, right? You can give a anchor tag, and if you give a h reference, yes, it will go to the new page. But it's a React application, it's single page application. So here we have usually we are dealing with components. Suppose if you see, this is a component application for us, and we have a header, and we are displaying the some product listing page. Okay, something, and this is the footer. This is the footer, and here we are just adding the card details. Okay? In the last session, we have implemented the card, right? So here card, and we are displaying the card. So now if I click on this SIM card one, okay, and here we should go to the different page. So this is the header. Okay, that is fine. Header should always be available on each and every screen. At the same time, footer also should be available on each and every screen for us. But here in initial load, okay, we are just displaying product listing page. That means we are displaying some product like uh, iPhones or laptops, whatever it is, and we're just putting add to cart. So whenever you click on add to cart, the item is adding into the cart through context. Okay, that was working, but now our goal is, whenever I click on cart, suppose you have added 5 items in the cart, and you need to go and check out the details, and you need to proceed the payment, and you should submit the order. So at the time we should navigate to the different screens. So whenever you click on this card, it should navigate to the different screen, because header should be there and footer also should be there. But here, instead of this is the product listing page, right? This is the product listing component. Okay, instead of this component, we need a different component. Here we need to place a checkout page. We need to provide the checkout page. So observe carefully here. Again, I will show you. So just go to the home page. Just go to the home page. Here, this is the header, and just consider this is the product listing page. That means you are able to see the products. Okay, and this is heavy, and if you click on that, it will go to the product listing page and product PDP page and add to the cart. But simply, okay, let me run our application, simple application, so that it's easy for us to understand. So, start. So our goal is, so whenever I click on this, we click on this for a cart, and we should navigate to the shopping cart details. Here in this, you have option to proceed to pay, and even if you don't want, you can delete an item from the cart. So this is a different screen. This is a different screen. So it has a header and it has a footer again for the page, but the content is different. Content is different. So how to achieve that? How to achieve that? So we can achieve this with the help of routing. Okay, what we will do? So we should, once we implement the routing, so just consider this is the checkout page. This is the checkout page. Okay. So whenever you click on home, whenever you click on home, it should remove this checkout page and it should place product listing page for us. Okay. And whenever you click on cart, okay, what we need to do? We should remove this component from the DOM. Okay, observe carefully. I'm just removing it from the DOM. I'm going to place the new component. Okay, or you can just replace entire screen as well, whatever you want. Okay, okay, how this is working, because once you are able to do that, then you can create multiple screens. Okay, home page, product listing page, for PDP page, checkout page, and whatever, login, sign in. So observe carefully, even here also, uh, this is a single page application, right? And once you got logged out, sign out page is there. This is a different page. And if you see the orders page, this is a different screen. On the same application, we need different screens. So to achieve that, we need to take help of a third party library. So far we are creating components, and we are working with the use state, use effect. Everything is a part of React.js. So for what we have learned, everything is part of React.js. Okay. React.js. React.js is a simple library. It will focus on only UI. So it is providing some hooks like use state and use effect, use reducer, and use context, and use ref. These are the predefined hooks. And we are, so far we have learned all these things. Okay, little we need to learn more about reuse ref, and a lot of other hooks are there we are going to learn. But here routing, if you want to implement the routing, that there is no method or a hook or something is not available in React.js. So we need to take help from a third party library. So because just React is just a library, it's not a framework. So when you deal with a Next.js framework, and everything will be available in the Next.js. So now we should install the React router package, and then we can implement routing for our React application. Okay. Now, Varun, understood what I'm talking?
Yeah, Ravi.
Okay, fine. If you see, this is what our application, what we have built. Okay, simple cart application. Okay, e-commerce application. Of course, very soon, like within 15 or 20 days, we are going to design much better application. So here, I'm just adding item to the cart. I just added one item. I just added this item also. Yes, yes, those items were added to the cart. But if I click on this, and I need to go to the screen where it should display only the item which I have added to the cart. So, but here, how to go to the different screen? How to move to the different screen? Because in the app.js, you have defined every time what we are doing, whatever the component we required, we are importing and we are using. Otherwise, we are commenting. So you see, I've commented component A or something. Okay. Suppose if we create any checkout page, and how to navigate between one screen to other screen. So let's do it from the scratch so that it's going to be very easy. Okay, right now whatever the code we have in this app component, just forget about that. Okay, I'm just putting comments, okay, so that we can, otherwise, okay, 1 minute. Because what, I'm just taking a backup only. Just think that we have only one component now. I'm just removing everything from this. But whenever you are doing practice, please create a new React application so that it's going to be very easy for you. So just return, you just, I'm just doing H1 tag, that is app component. Just putting app, nothing is there. You can comment this, everything. Even you can comment this thing. Once you understand the fundamentals of the routing, and again we can do that. Right. It's a simple thing. Just we have a simple component that is app component. So let's see what is there in the output. This is app. Okay, simple thing. Okay, this is app, and we need to create two or three components. And whenever I click on app, it should okay. It's like a simple thing like so if you just go to the three schools, navigation. So if you see, if you click on JavaScript, it is moving to the JavaScript page. If you click on SQL, it is moving to the SQL page. But here we have a different HTML pages. That's why it's easy. We can achieve with the help of anchor tag. But here we need to deal with the React router. So for that, just go and install the package React router that is there in our npm.js. Just go to npm.js, search React router. Okay, okay, this one. Actually, a lot of changes came from version 5 to version 6. So suppose if you already learn React router, and please be careful that a lot of changes happen. So go through the documentation and observe what are the things has changed. Okay, no problem. So what do we need to do? Just go to the terminal and install the package. Okay, so how we can install? So npm install React router doc. So this is a third party package. This is not part of React.js. Okay, I think this is the most important package we need for every React application. And later we are going to install Redux as well. That is also a third party library. So once you install, okay, once you install, so right now just apart from official documentation, because you will get some lot of confusion here because a lot of changes can happen. So it's better to go to any other tutorial. So they have explained in a simple way. So once you install it. Okay, I'm just preferring this tutorial. Anything you can go to anything, which is so my suggestion is go to this web simplified something. Okay, I will mention that URL in the comment section. So ultimate React router v6 guide. So yeah, the installation is completed. Installation is completed. So now you can create multiple components. Okay, you can create multiple components. So for better understanding what I'm doing, the components page, I'm just creating about.jsx. Okay, normally we are very familiar with this kind of things, right? Contact.jsx. Okay, about contact and the home page. So that it's easy for us. Home.jsx. So just go and add create a component. So I'm just creating function about the return. I'm just simply taking h1 um about. Okay, here not a page like you can say about, it's better to call it as a screen or something. So, but later you can add a header on each and every screen. Okay, so just make it about screen and just export default. Okay, who are watching this video, please do practice along with me. Don't just watch blindly. Okay, then only you will understand. Okay, function contact page. So just return. I'm just adding like this is contact screen and do export default contact. And we have one more screen. Let me copy and just update the details here. That is the home page. Home page. That's the home page. Let's save it. So here we need a routing option that, so I should able to navigate from home screen and about screen and contact screen. So once you understand that fundamentals, then you can use it in a large scale things. So now we need to import things. I'm going to import first home page, home component home, import about, and then import contact. So we got the three components. So this is our app component. Okay, app component is common, and I need, if whenever I click on home hyperlink, it should display the home component. Okay, how it is working. Okay, how, if you want to implement the routing part, so we need to import few things from the router. So if you see, just okay, here is showing like he just added that thing with the app index dot page, index dot js page, but you don't need to worry. So you can add it in a app.js itself. So even though if you follow the same thing, no problem. So just we have already installed the React router DOM. So just go and just take the browser router from React router DOM. So apart from this browser router, we are going to use few other things from the React router DOM. Those are routes and route. Okay, browser router, routes, and the individual route. Okay, so maybe initially you feel that okay, what is this route and what is the browser route, what is the difference between all these things? Don't worry. Okay, those are very simple. So once we implement, you will get familiar with those things. It's going to be very easy. So here here, so in this app component, observe carefully. I'm just removing this app thing. So what we need to return first, we should take the browser router. That's it. Okay, inside this browser router, just add the router routes. Okay, what is these routes and everything I will explain. And then add a route. So this is an individual route. So here I'm just adding three routes because we need a home page, we need about page, we need a contact page. So the simple structure, what it is, you should add a browser router and then just add routes. Inside that, just add an individual route. Okay, and here few things are very important. So one is the path. Okay, path. If I give a forward slash home, if I give a forward slash and home, I will show you. where we will give that forward slash. So then we have one more property, that is element, path element, element. So just use this curly braces. Okay. Here, if it is a home page, I want to place the component home, simple component home, and the same thing for other. So just copy route. Okay. If the path is path is about, it should be it should be about scale. Okay. And here, if path is contact, contact, here we should display the contact screen, contact component. Okay. You can design in a larger scale once we understand the routing. So, but here I will tell you one small thing. So here the home page, instead of giving the home, I'm just putting the default route. So just if you just give a forward slash, it will consider as it is a home page, so that it will display the home. It's a simple thing. Here we have four components. One is, here we have designed four components. Here we have created four components. One is app component, home component, out component, and contact. So whenever in the URL, in the URL means in the browser, this is a React application, right? So here, if you see, you're able to see this is a contact screen. Maybe I did something wrong, no problem. So just go to about. If you just click on about, so if you see, it is displaying the about screen, and whenever it is contact, okay, it should come as a contact. So actually, whenever we don't specify anything, okay, it should display the home screen, but it is displaying the contact screen because we need to mention something like a default route or something. Okay, this is the default route. Not just a
No, no, actually in homepage you have written contact.
minute. Home page I create using contact. No, this is home, right?
Can you open home component once?
Okay, okay. Oh my God, this one. Okay. And okay, sometime, and we have another thing also. We should mention default route. Okay, maybe that was fixed in React 6.1. I'm not sure. So if you see, if you don't specify anything, it's this is home screen, and this is the place you are mentioning the routing. So you want, if you want about what it is doing, just it is going to replace the whole thing in the app component with a about screen. So I will explain with the diagram. So this is we have only one component, that is app component, right? We have only one component, that is app component right now. And we have three things. One is home component, one is about component, another one is the contact. Okay, simple. So in the URL, what we are mentioning, so HTTP localhost, it is running at HTTP localhost, maybe 3000 right now. So just if you just give a forward slash, so what we are informing to the React now, so just place just my home component. So that what it will do, it will just render the home component only. And whenever you specify that, okay, I need to navigate to the about screen. So I want about. So at the time, observe carefully, it is just unmount. Okay, it will remove this home component. Okay, everything is there in the browser. It will remove from the DOM tree and it will place about. Okay. And again, whenever you click on contact, whenever you click on contact, whenever you specify the path is a contact. So at the time, so it will go and it will remove this from the DOM tree and it will place the contact screen. Okay. So even we can add a header, footer, and everything. Very soon we are going to do that. So the contact. So observe carefully what we have written here. Now we are implementing the browser router inside the app component because you need one component, right, to wrap to add a browser router because it's we are why we are adding app because it is a root component for us. It is a root component for us. So that it's better to add inside the app component. So browser router is there. You now you can add n number of routes. Okay. Suppose if you have 100 screens, you can say about contact, product listing, lot of things. So if you see, we have a product listing page, right? Luckily. So just um, uncomment this. So now if you see product listing. So here what I will do, I will just add another route, this path. What I'm mentioning forward slash just PL, okay? Product listing page or PLP. That's good. That's a good word. Element equal to okay. What I need to display here, I want the product listing page whenever I just put a PLP. Observe carefully whether it is working or not. So about is there. I'm just mentioning here PLP. Okay, we're getting right. We are getting now we are in product listing page. So in the same way, if you create login and logout screen, okay, observe carefully. Okay, we have a login screen, right? Login screen. Just let me input. I don't know. I just forgot how we have implemented that. But hopefully that is good. Import. Okay, login. So maybe it's not coming. Okay, I will try to find the path or slash components. Just go to login. This is the login screen. So if you just put a login, so it should display the login screen, logout screen. Okay. Here, just go to the login screen. That's fantastic. So carefully. I hope it has rendered properly. So now just mention login. Yeah, we are in login screen. Yeah, I just maybe at the time of mentioning the recording. So hopefully now you are able to see. Okay. And if you don't specify anything, if you don't specify anything, so it is go to the home screen. So just to play with it for some time. Yeah, about screen. So everything is fine, but it's very difficult for a user. So we don't ask user to write something here, right? Okay. Suppose if you're in Amazon, okay, if you are using Amazon application, where is Amazon? So user is not going to mention the path, right? He's not going to put like a PLP page or PDB page or sign in page or sign out page. Of course, for this one, it will add a lot of things in the URL. Okay, don't worry about that. So if you see the GP forward slash cart, so and he is just added another HTML file. That's a different thing. Don't worry. So it's very difficult for a user and add some routing information to fetch that component. So what we need to do, we need to provide user to select that thing like a hyperlinks. Okay, for that, here we can provide the navigation bar. If you provide the navigation bar, so easily user can, if user clicks on that list item, it will navigate to the that particular screen. So let me copy it from the somewhere here. So this is nothing. It's a simple navigation bar. Just copy. Otherwise, you can implement it. So just now we know, right? We know the fundamentals of HTML, and just add the list item. Okay, and just add list item. Okay, how many things are there? Home, about, contact, and PLP. So just write down if you want to go for home page. And here I'm just putting about page. Just copy. Okay, otherwise just a minute. Okay, so here we should use a link because it's not just a simple thing. Okay, let me do one thing. In the li, what you need to do, just use a link. A link is also the part of React router where we have imported React router. Just use the link. So then React router will take it. Just add that path in that URL, a link to home page. In the same way, just add all the list items. 5 or 6, whatever, how many are there. So if you just put forward slash, okay, that is the home page. Okay. For about page, what we need to do, okay, instead of adding manually about in the URL, it will take care of that. And this is the contact page. And of course, we are dealing with the PLP, right? Product listing page. So here just mention PLP. And the last one, login screen, right? We have a login screen as well. So just put login. So then what will happen? So whenever you click on, whenever you click on, okay, whenever you click on home, so it will add a forward slash. Okay, even though if you don't mention the forward slash, it will consider as a forward slash. So about added, contact added, PLP added, login screen added. Fantastic. So if you see, now it's like you have five HTML pages and you have hyperlinks. Whenever you click on about, you're able to see that about screen. You're able to see the contact page. You're able to see the PLP page. You're able to see the login screen or login page, whatever it is. Okay, understood or not? It's very simple. So, but only thing is, hey Raghu, I want header and footer common for the home page, about page, and contact page and PLP page. But home header and footer should not be displayed for login script. Okay, lots of other requirements are there. So how to deal all these things? So once we understand the fundamentals, okay, and here, so let me. Okay, first of all, I need to confirm. You want to understood what how to implement routing now?
Yeah, Raghu.
Okay, who are watching this video, understood or not? I just mentioned in the comment section, nothing wrong. Understood or not. Okay, after doing practice, just mention whether you guys understood or not, and even just click on like button so that it will reach more people. So here, okay, one interesting thing. Now we are going to learn one interesting thing. So for home page, we need header and footer, and for about screen also we need header and footer. Contact page also we need header and footer. So what we need to do? How to do that? It's very simple. So here you are mentioning, right? You're just mentioning the home page. So just first of all import header and footer. Already header is there and footer is there. I'm just uncommenting that. Header and footer. This header and footer should be common for about screen and all this thing. So what I'm doing here, observe carefully. Observe carefully. Here, I'm just mentioning a div. I'm just mentioning a div. Inside that, I'm just going to add the header and what is that? Home page. And then what we need. So observe carefully whether it will going to work or not. You got it right? So if you see on the home screen we got a header and footer. But if you click on about, it's not there. So just add that one as well. That one as well. So here, this is fantastic. So once you understand this thing and you can start building your own applications. Okay, for contact. Okay, I will replace that thing. Product listing as well. Okay. Login screen we don't need. We don't need. For login screen we don't need. Okay, just remember that point. So here, what is that home screen? Just go on about. This is the contact, and this is like product listing. This is login screen. Save it. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. This is fantastic. I'm just minimizing the thing. Just home. Okay, we have a header and footer. We have a header and footer. Observe carefully. About screen. We have a header and footer. Contact screen. We have a header and footer. Login. Okay, we don't have a header and footer. Okay, and again go back to home screen. We have a header and footer. And now go to the product listing page. Product listing page. Product listing page. Observe carefully. I'm just clicking on add to the cart. Okay, it is breaking. Okay, maybe so we should provide the context properly, right? Okay, that we can fix it. So once we just wrap that context to that product listing page properly, so then it can add item to the context and the card properly. We can retrieve the information. So here, so simple, we are going to add, so whenever you click on this card, we are going to click on that card, so we will provide another route, route that we should navigate to the checkout page. Okay, once we implement that, it will work properly. Okay, so just right now, just forget about the context and all those things. Just create at 5 to 6 screens. Okay, 5 to 6 screens, like 5 to 6 components, and just import everything into the app component and just use the React router and just use a browser router and routes and route. Okay, I hope now it's easy to understand, right? So these are the individual routes. We are wrapping into the routes, and this is a part of browser route. That's simple because you can add your navigation also. So now for navigation you can add some styles. So if you see in Amazon page, this is the navigation. So it's just using the navigation bar below the header, and now you can provide the routes for each and everything. So if you click on toys and games, okay, you can just add one route inside that, so it will go to the screen. So for that, just place header and navigation bar also should be common, and that footer is also there. So I hope you guys understood. If you do practice, it's very easy. If you don't do practice, I'm saying it's very difficult to remember. It's very difficult to remember because a lot of new things are there. You need to install the React router DOM library, and you should use a browser router, route link. Okay, these are the fundamentals in, and we can implement nested routing. Lots of other things are there. So please go to the official documentation or just go to some tutorials. It's good because a lot of changes happen from um, version 5 to version 6, so that it's better to go through the tutorial. Once you have got the confidence, then start implementing the things in the application. Okay, lots of interesting things are there. and even they are providing React is providing, so the React Router DOM is providing the hook, okay? But because nowadays everyone started using hooks, so this React Router DOM is providing another hook for us, that is use params. Okay, this is very interesting. So we can learn step by step. Okay, Varun, understood? So how to add multiple screens.
Yeah, Raghu.
Okay, so please do practice and get ready. And tomorrow, what we need to understand. So in our application, we are able to, okay, in our application, yes, we have header and footer for all the common components. For login, we don't need header and footer. So we have a PLP screen, right? Product listing page. And once we add items to the cart, once I click on this cart, we should navigate to the checkout page. In that checkout page, we are going to display the cart items which you have added to the cart. And then you are going to understand easily that how e-commerce application is working. Okay, then we are going to learn few more hooks and few more concepts, and then we are going to build entire Amazon. Okay, very soon, because I don't want to skip any concepts. Okay, because in this tutorial we are going to learn each and everything. That's all for today, and see you uh, tomorrow again. Bye bye. Bye, Varun.
Bye, Raghu.